What is up, guys? Welcome back to MLB The Show 24. We are here, Detroit Tigers franchise mode. And game 2 of the AL wild card is underway. I don't see... Looks like Texas and Seattle hasn't played yet. And looks like the Braves did get the first win against San Diego. So yeah, hopefully we can win the wild card series here. We are a one game. We have one win out of three games. So we have to win this next game to win the series and go to the divisional series against our rival, the Cleveland Guardians. So yeah, Corbin Burnes versus Kyle Bradish. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it.
The home of the Tigers since 2000.
There we go.
Comerica Park here in the Motor City. Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers.
Game 2, baby. We're trying to punch our ticket to the next round.
A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game
Corbin
series.
Burnes
First pitch
looking to punch our ticket to the divisional series.
Just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Corbin Burnes.
Well, his main pitch is that cutter, and he will use it to jam guys, especially opposite-handed matchups. And then, same-handed matchups, just trying to miss the barrel of the bat. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't
All right, here we go.
Because
1-1 count.
Into the sweet spot of the bat. When it's right, it's got late.
Nice curveball.
He still has to mix in his other offerings. He can't just rely on that cutter. Otherwise, hitters will start diving at it.
And here it comes. Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start.
Nice hit there.
Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. It's such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So up next, Heston Kjerstad. The 1-1. And another ball.
Well, when you come off
not a great curveball there.
Postseason, you'll be looking back at the opportunities that you missed in the previous game and make sure that you don't miss them in this one.
Ah, come on.
That's a hit.
Damn, bro. Corbin Burnes starting off rough right now.
Back-to-back singles showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The Orioles.
In Gunnar Henderson. Fall off foul.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
And he deals.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Come on, Burnes.
Left-hand batter waits. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a pitch. That's to third. There's one. And
Great play. There we go.
And that's the magic of 5-4-3 double play. It happens so fast, which is a huge reason why this is such a delicate sequence. The entire play will break down if one person has...
Great play by our infield.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
All right, come on.
Swings.
Great pitch.
Strike 2.
Come on, Corbin Burnes. Get out of this inning.
Two outs and a runner at third here in game 2. Next pitch is outside.
Gonna get him to jump on that curve. There we go.
And that's that.
Great comeback for Corbin Burns.
This guy competes hard. We see
Getting out of that inning.
I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at Comerica Park.
All right, Kyle Bradish, a 9-16 record.
Well, the hammer is in effect.
Not a very good record there.
Nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game and the velocity seems to go up.
Bottom of the first. Here's Garrett Hampson. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, and he chases.
All right, all right. That curveball, he's got 12-6 curve.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit.
Damn, them low pitches. Always fucking getting me.
Error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next.
Very late behind that. Wasn't even going to make any contact.
One down, base is empty. And down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Damn it, bro. What the fuck?
In a lineup to start an inning. Got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound because when you think of having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter.
Fucking curveball, dude.
Serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And now 2-2.
Bam!
Right center field. In one hops off the wall. Should be.
Riley Green going 3, going 3.
And he's going for 3.
He's safe.
Not in time.
Damn, bro.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
Great hit from Riley Green.
Start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
We couldn't. Hampson or Meadows just couldn't get on base. Would have got both of them home.
Left-hand hitter waits. Fights it off. He'll see another. Green at third with 2.
Come on, Kerry Carpenter.
The strategy of winning a ball game when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches. That could be the key to winning, perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And a 1-2.
There we go! 1-0. Just got it past the first baseman.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way.
First baseman just missed it.
Putting a good swing on it that time.
2 outs, runner at first. And now it's Elias Diaz. At the belt and fires. Runner on the go. In the air, fairly deep to right field. It down and he makes the catch.
Diaz almost hit it out.
Is that? But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now
Kerry Carpenter with that big base hit. And Riley Green with that triple.
Back here in Detroit, and now the first baseman.
All right.
Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Righty delivers.
Nice pitch, Corbin Burns.
To the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Nice cutter.
He was late. Strike two.
Talk about that intensity, boy. It comes out of
A little cutter. Bam.
Like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson, just iconic moments.
Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting the
That cutter was right down the middle.
Wants to right now, so we'll see how
The batters just could not get their bat on that ball.
2 down, nobody on, and it's fouled away.
Nice curveball, holy shit.
3 up, 3 down for the
Corbin Burns strikes out the side.
1-0. Bottom of the second, and now it's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Kicks and deals. That to right.
Fall.
O'Neal.
Will not fall. Just late on that curve. Didn't know if it was going to come in or not.
And next up for the Tigers, Matt Vierling. 1 out, bases empty.
Ugh. The sinker was right there to crush. Good. I think he just hit the top of the ball.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Throw to first.
The hell was that?
Number 2, that's a strikeout.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes.
I don't know why I swung at that.
And not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not.
I was just kind of swinging no matter what there.
Guys in that position, you get them to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss.
Boom!
Swung on, belted. O'Neal goes.
Chase Young, he hit a homer.
And gone.
There we go, baby.
The bases, it's 2-0.
First home run this postseason. What a hit by Jace Young. Jace Jung. A big win there for our young third baseman. If he has a great postseason, bro, he may be looking to be up on the Major League roster next year. I think he was most of this season.
Anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to.
I'm not sure. I think he mostly played in Toledo.
With nobody on. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Here comes a pitch. Up the middle.
Right. Oh!
Cleanly.
There we go, Torkelson.
We'll see how they score this.
What happened there? Base hit.
Garrett Hampson up now for the Tigers.
All right, Hampson, come on.
It's common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. 1 run across in the frame so far here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Ground ball right side.
Right to second. At least it didn't strike out this time. But a big hit by Jace Young.
It's now a 2-0 ball game.
Bam. Hit that sinker and crushed it out the ballpark.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Pitches in.
Nice cutter. Corbin Burns, bro.
On the ground to third.
Jace Young. Good throw.
1 up, 1 down.
Probably has the best arm in the infield.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. 1 down, base is empty.
Oh.
That one finds the zone.
There we go. What a pitch.
Location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability.
That was a strike all the way, Cedric Mullins.
As a hitter.
3-2 on the way. Here's a high fly ball out to center.
One center fielder flies out to the other.
The play, and there are two down. So up next, Jordan Westburg. 2 outs.
Oh, damn.
Right center, that's well struck. That's bad. And that one is off the wall. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Oh my gosh, what a hit by Jordan Westbrook. Hey, storming out today, bro.
You have to be happy with that result.
He just was all over that cutter.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. Kicks and fires. Right through there for a strike.
Good pitch. Hopefully y'all can't hear this thunder going on outside of my microphone. Springtime in Michigan.
Outside low. 3-2 down.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Oh my gosh. He just tied it up.
His second homer this series, and we're level. It's 2-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Burns was having a hell of a game.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2.
Not what you want to do for Corbin if you're Corbin Burns. Just threw it like over the heart of the plate. Two game.
Stays alive.
Already at 60 pitches in the 3rd inning. Nice circle change. Way to bounce back. Henson with a moonshot to right center field.
And we're back. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder
Parker Meadows, we can get him on.
And the pitch.
Damn it! Got underneath that slider.
Makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's Riley Green.
Riley Green had a triple. Just late on that slider, but I think he hit the bottom part of the ball. What a swing!
Down towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second.
They only a double here.
It's a double, and his second hit.
There we go, Riley Green.
Is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now
Riley Green is crushing these right now.
And another ball.
Good eye, good eye, good eye.
The pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
There we go.
Gets down, base hit.
They going home.
To the plate.
Safe. Bro. Can we challenge?
Firing, and there was an anticipation and kind of an excitement when the ball went in his direction. That he was gonna
Damn it, I thought Riley Green had it.
That's the attitude that aggressive and good outfielders have.
What a throw by the left fielder. That is close.
Now here's Here's the Detroit catcher.
Oh, fuck, dude. Damn it, bro. Hopefully that don't cost us, bro. A great play by their left fielder.
And a base hit right there. Throw in holds the lead.
Ah!
2 on now with 2 away. So 2 on with 2
All right,
away.
Bregman.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Hit it in the gap.
The pitch.
There you go.
It's absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. 1 runs in. Runner
Diaz.
on his way to the plate.
Safe.
In there safely.
Bregman.
2 now.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short.
I told him to hit it right in the gap, and he did.
Out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Bam, barrel right on the ball.
So digging in.
If Riley Green was safe, we would be up by 3 right now. Ooh.
The pitch. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Rutschman on to first. In time.
He keeps throwing them sliders.
Doesn't hurt him.
The fucking Veerland, bro.
Pick up a couple runs here. Both coming on this 2-run double.
Bam.
It's now 4-2.
Big swing by Bregman.
Wild Card Series Game 2. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Tyler.
All right, Burns, come on.
On the ground to the left, Young.
Nice play. Chase Young.
As they get the leadoff man. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. The pitch. Foul ball.
Time's starting to run out for this offense, isn't it, Boog? I mean, it's not easy to play in a must-win game, especially when you're losing. Their season is on the line, and they know it.
The Tigers leading by 2 here in the second game of the series. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any
Nice
air
hit
on
up
it,
the
but he
middle.
smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Hampson. Good feed. That's 1. And
What a play!
the day will end the 4th. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that.
What a play there by Veerling and Hampson.
And the Orioles 2.
Matt Veerling been playing good at second base for us. Because he's stepping in and playing second. With Colt Keith out. Don't know if he'll be back at all during the postseason.
Bottom 4. Here's the third baseman, Jace Young. The 1-1.
Right to short.
The ground is short. Throws to first. And a quick out, number 1. You gotta be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
Jeez,
Here's the first
what a throw.
Spencer Torkelson. Swing and a miss.
A slider.
We're here in the bottom.
Too early.
Not even close there. And it's 2-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Got him looking. That's the second out.
Bruh.
And next to him,
That was a nice pitch. That one got me.
Up the middle.
There we go.
And that keeps the inning alive. next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. And here it comes. In the air, out towards...
Just late, Meadows.
He's got it, and that'll...
You popped it up. It's alright. Still up 4-2.
And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Corbin Burns. Nice changeup. Nice curveball there.
And the righty deals. Swings through that one. It's a strike.
That was a horrible pitch, but he bought it.
So up next, Ryan Mountcastle. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former fourth-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. And a swing and a miss. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019. He threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. Swing and a miss.
Corbin Burns is lighting it up right now.
Picks up strikeout number 7.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
That was a horrible location.
The next to hit.
Well, that was a great pitch.
Fouled off left side. The main adjustment that Corbin Burns made was that he got rid of his four-seam fastball and really leaned on the cutter. That is his signature pitch. And now today, he is a cutter, sinker guy, and the four-seamer really doesn't make much of an appearance.
That cutter.
Righty to the plate. A slider.
Oh, great play by Beerling. What a play.
1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail it here 4-2.
Matt Beerling stepping it up. Has played all over the field for us this season. Third, second, every spot in the outfield. I think he can play short.
Back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Riley Green.
Right in the gap again. He's had a triple-double, now single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Riley Green is having a hello again.
Carpenter. 1-1 now. High fly.
Boom!
Struck out towards right center.
What a swing!
That should be extra bases.
From Gary Carpenter. He going 3.
Scores, and they're up by 3. Safe at third with a
What a swing by Gary Carpenter.
In the run. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely.
And he hit a triple.
Strong wrist to pull that off.
Our boys are stepping up, bro.
Here comes the skipper and
Up, taking him out.
this spot. Kyle Bradish done for the night, and she leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next guy.
Kyle Bradish had a rough game. Who's coming out to replace him? Chris Paddock.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Elias Diaz up now for the Tigers.
Bang!
Popped in the air, right field. O'Neal makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly.
Boom, baby. Great hit by Diaz.
You're lucky to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Now it's the DH, Alex Bregman. Out towards left.
Got underneath it, just a fly out there.
makes the grab, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty.
All right, Vierling, come on. Let's get a hit here. Struck out twice. A couple of bad pitches. I don't know why I swung at.
This one in the air, right field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the
Didn't strike out that time. Vierling's been playing very well. Very good on defense.
Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jordan Westburg.
Think we may get someone warmed up for Corbin Burnes. I think we'll throw Garrett Hill in here for his first postseason game.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Nice circle change.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
1 down, base is empty.
He swung at the curb. What a pitch.
1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you've got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs.
Circle change.
Third one, and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with the base runner. Could become dangerous.
2 outs.
This will be the last inning for Corbin Burnes. He's about to throw hit 100 pitches.
And a pitch. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Ooh.
Get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job. Just couldn't keep it.
Come on. Let's get out of this inning, Burnes. Almost.
Still 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on.
There we go, baby.
So they go quietly there. 8-9-1.
Be that last batter. Corbin Burnes faces. Garrett Hill will come in the next inning. A starting pitcher that's getting time in our bullpen this postseason. Right back up the middle. What a hit.
Just kind of sliced that one into center.
A little early, but still a great hit there.
On the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And the batter now, Spencer Torkelson. That one fouled off 2-2.
Circle change very early.
Right-handed reliever.
Damn it.
Ground 2 ball. Takes it himself for 1 onto O'Hearn. 2.
Really nice job.
Great play.
Take it himself. You know what? Take all
Great play by
momentum,
Henderson.
into a really strong throw to first for that double play.
So the batting order turns over.
Early on that curveball.
Out to short. Henderson.
Early on the four-seamer.
To first. And that
It's alright, it's alright. We just can't let them score any runs. Garrett Hill is now in the game. Corbin Burnes threw over 100 pitches. So it's time to give him a break.
Attacking these hitters.
Garrett Hill, I believe, first ever postseason game. Had a pretty great year in Toledo. He was the ace for the Mud Hens. The Mud Hens, none of our minor league teams made the playoffs. So that's why Garrett Hill is up here with the big boys. Great catch for Parker Meadows.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. So digging in, Ryan O'Hearn. Here's a 1-1. There's the ball.
Not a great slider.
Now, he hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Bases empty, one away here in the late stages of game 2.
What a pitch. That slider fooled him.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Ooh, that was a good pitch.
Waiting on deck for the Orioles.
That was a good pitch. What a circle change.
And it's a 3-up, 3-down.
Circle change at the knees.
They still trail it here. It's 6-2.
Good inning there for Garrett Hill.
Now it's going to be Parker Meadows.
Come on, Parker Meadows, get yourself a hit.
Next pitch is outside.
Look, that slider had no break to it. All right. A little early on it. Damn, dude.
And one away.
Very rough game for Parker Meadows. They do not throw him good pitches.
Now a screamer into the outfield.
What a catch. What a catch.
Got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
What a catch.
2 outs, base is empty. Kerry Carpenter.
Riley Green has had a hell of a game. So has this man. Late. Oh, that could have been a homer.
Right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little.
Kerry Carpenter has had a great wild card series here.
The inside edge. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3.
Them last 2 pitches you pitched like in the exact same spot. Ugh.
The line to kick the pitch. Bounced up the middle. Fires to first.
He's safe.
He's in there.
There we go, Kerry Carpenter. Why did he not charge the ball?
An infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down.
You gotta run to the ball. Why are you letting the ball come to you?
Come next as a result.
Runner at first with 2 away.
All right, Diaz.
Up now for the Tigers.
Bam!
Is the 3rd out of the inning.
Great hit, just right at the center fielder. We've had a lot of great hits this game. 13 hits.
Back at Comerica Park.
All right, Garrett Hill will finish off this inning, and then to close it out in the 9th will be Luke Weaver, our
All
closer.
set for the start of the inning. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Good job to fight that one.
There we go.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss.
Nice circle change, I guess.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is
nice slide.
You end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And here it comes. And he hits a ground ball right side. Steps on.
Good play, Torkelson. All right. They only have 4 more outs, bro.
Cedric Mullins. 2 outs. Out to short.
Oh, great play by Hampson.
Bang, bang play to end the inning.
What a play by Hampson. Hell of a throw to get Mullins out. We know he has speed.
And we're back.
Great couple inning there for Garrett Hill. But Luke Weaver will be coming in to close this game out.
Alex Bregman. To third.
Right through the third baseman.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Great hit there by Bregman.
Turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Man at first, Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's a foul ball.
What, just late? Damn, dude.
Kicks and deals. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4.
Hit right into a double play.
They turn the double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double.
Come on, Vierling. Vierling's had a rough start.
Play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
2 outs, base is empty. Jace Young up now for the Tigers.
Right into the left field.
And that extends the inning for Spencer Torkelson. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Here comes a pitch. That one.
Oh! There we go, Torkelson! Go 3, go 3, go 3!
He will score, and the lead is up to 4.
He's safe!
Not in time. He's safe.
Comes through with the RBI. Put a really
Torkelson!
swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra.
What a hit!
Couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel
The right fielder tried making a play on it. What a play. What a hit for Torkelson. Just laid on it.
And that one ripped into
Drop!
Ugh.
Couldn't get it to drop.
And that ends the inning.
But a big hit there from Spencer Torkelson.
Last chance coming up for the Orioles.
7-2. Bringing Luke Weaver here to close this game out. Closing time.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Luke Weaver.
Luke Weaver, who we picked up in the offseason, has been a great closing pitcher for us.
Kicks and fires. The
there we go, baby.
And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Save that mid-90s fastball until the final pitch of the at-bat. So at the plate, he hadn't really had a good opportunity to time things up. By the time the pitch was recognized and the swing came through the zone, fastball was in the catcher's.
What a hit.
Around first, heading for
get there.
Throws to second.
Got him. What a play, Riley Green. Matt Vierling.
The attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately.
What a throw, Riley Green. What a perfect throw. Vierling was waiting for that tag.
So they're down to their final out. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 2 down, nobody on.
What a pitch.
The Orioles down to their final strike.
Boom! What a pitch!
Are headed to the American League Division Series.
We're moving on in the playoffs.
Sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins and look ahead now to the division series.
Well, they really showed up, Boog, and so did these home fans. A lot of really positive energy in this ballpark, and I'm sure that had some impact at least. And this club has to feel excited moving on to the next round with a lot of good momentum on their side.
And, of course, on the other side, the season comes to a close. It's always great to make the postseason, but it was a short run, and I'm sure that's something they will look to improve upon.
There we go. A big game 2 for us. A 7-2 win against Baltimore to close out the series and move on to the ALDS. There we go. We're moving on to the ALDS. Casey Mize will get the first game. Got Reese Olson, Matt Manning. If it comes down to game 4 and 5, we have our 2 biggest pitchers there. So it looks like the first 2 games will be in Cleveland, and then game 3 and 4 will be in Detroit, and then game 5, if it comes down to these last, 2 games, game 5 will be in Cleveland. Let's check out. So it looks like the Texas Rangers also swept the Mariners. So we have Boston and the Rangers in the other ALDS. And then the NL wild card, looks like both games came down to game 3. The Braves defeated the Padres. And then the Brewers defeated the Reds. So we have the Braves and Phillies. And then we have the Dodgers and Milwaukee. It looks like Phillies already up 1-0 on the Braves. And so are the Dodgers, up 1-0 against the Brewers. So yeah, it's going to be a big start to this ALDS with Casey Mize getting the first pitch going here in the next round of the playoffs. And yeah, we're just looking to try to have a good run here. Try to get past our rivals. They were I think they had 5 more wins than us, and they won the AL Central. So yeah, just looking to try to get past the ALDS and get to the conference series. And we'll try to face the Rangers or Boston. So yeah, we're down to the final 8 teams here. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy. Let's grab all that fun shit, and I'll see you on the next one.